Department of Energy in the Philippines statistics reveals that the road transport fuel consumption and corresponding carbon dioxide emissions have grown gradually. The rapid increase in vehicle numbers, economic activity, as well as the lack of appropriate sustainable transport policies are the main causes. Fuel consumption was found to be growing at a much faster rate when compared to government latest data. With this information, the Philippines need to establish a standard fuel efficiency consumption values to address this crisis.
Today, more than half of the world's population lives in residential areas, and this proportion is expected to increase to 68% by 2050. Cities are also powerhouses of economic growth, contributing about 80% of global GDP. As the world continues to urbanize, cities have become key players in the pursuit of the Sustainable Development Goals. Responding to the needs of the residential population comes with many challenges. Environmental problems caused in the residential areas are poor air and water quality, insufficient water availability, waste disposal problems, and high energy consumption exacerbated by the increasing population density and demand of the residential environment.
Pollution, waste disposal, water quality, and climate change are among the most pressing environmental challenges confronting economic sectors today. To mitigate and improve these issues, commercial sectors must modify their production processes to produce less waste and use non-toxic or less toxic chemicals in degreasing, cleaning, and maintenance, as well as implementing water and energy conservation measures and reusing materials such as drums and pellets rather than disposing them as waste. As the Philippines switches to green energy or adopting green energy technologies, there are still issues when it comes to transitioning. With respect to the renewable energy projects, the Philippines has not yet gained enough experience in terms of development and operations. Thus, the Philippines is still relying on foreign contractors, which cost the Philippines' renewable energy projects much higher compared to Europe and the United States. Despite the formidable challenges posed by the energy transition and path to carbon neutrality, the Philippines remains positive. Furthermore, to help improve the lives of the Filipino people, local, national, and non-government organizations must keep providing its people their public safety, environment and housing, and utilities. Moreover, to help people reduce their energy consumption, local government must conduct more seminars to their people about sustainable living by following the 3 R's. These are reducing, reusing, and recycling to mitigate waste pollution in their region and to the whole nation.
The environmental problems directly related to energy production and consumption includes air pollution, climate change, water pollution, thermal pollution, and solid waste disposal. Industrial energy production and consumption emits huge amount of organic compounds such as carbon monoxide, hydrocarbons, and chemicals into the air, which contributes to air pollution. Additionally, the Industrial Revolution drove humans to expel massive amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, which triggered unnatural warming and climate change, showing how the Earth's temperature rises dramatically over a short period of time. In terms of water pollution, dumping of various industrial waste into water sources disturbs the balance of the ecosystem. Meanwhile, the use of water as cooling agent in industrial plants result in thermal pollution. Lastly, solid waste is also present in every manufacturing process of an industry.
To reduce energy consumption, one must already knowledgeable about the concept of energy conservation. conservation in our electricity includes turning off unnecessary lights and other electronic appliances at home. Conservations in our water includes fixing leakages along our water pipelines. The local and national government, as well as the NGOs, can always use their power to influence the public, especially the youth, to live more sustainably by introducing practical ways to alleviate the impact of poverty and learning gaps among people. Programs such as sustainable livelihood and awareness campaign should be done for the realization of this vision.